of a Boss, aka the problematic show that everyone thinks Hazbin Hotel is on its second season and spent most of said second season ruining a lot of the goodwill a lot of people had for it. Like, I do try to be very nice to like indie shows, and this is arguably the most important one, but even I can't look past some of the egregious issues, and I'm not one to call things problematic lightly, but the framing of certain moralities and characters, it's kind of iffy. But the way the show bent over backwards to justify some characters, or even if not justify, make it look like there is more moral ambiguity than there is, the borderline retcons they've had all season, and many other things just throughout the entire season, made it not just that they were digging themselves a hole, but one they dug in so deep that genuinely I don't think there's really a way to completely salvage it. What I'm referring to is mainly a relationship pairing between the main character Blitzo, the heck of a boss himself, and Stolas, the creepy owl man from the pilot, but his new voice actor was too cute and funny, so the creators were like, hey, you should be good guy, ooh woo. You have daddy issues and are also one who gives daddy issues. The thing is, it's like, that's not a good excuse. I don't know the real reason, but that's one I heard a lot, and honestly, given the timeline, it checks out because during the pilot, he was pretty reprehensible. During the first episode, he had the new voice, still reprehensible. First official episode that was canon still had the problematic elements of him essentially coercing the heck of a boss himself to only be allowed his job if he exchanges sexual favors with him. And he doesn't like it. They made it very clear throughout season 1 until like the last couple episodes. He did not like it. He did not like getting called pet names. He did not like getting sexually harassed in public. His daughter did not like him sexually harassing him on the phone. His wife, even if she is a bad, evil woman who abuses those lower class imps, which Stolas would never do. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if everyone's telling him no, please stop. He says that he's doing it for the egg, the heir to the throne, but he's never really done anything for Octavia aside from the end of Lululand. An episode that was very good for the time, sold a lot of people in the show, and ironically is currently ruining it because of how much of season 2 contradicts episode 2. Not even that it contradicts, it just makes him look like a self-righteous hypocrite. But once again, they dug themselves deep into a corner trying to sell us on a relationship that feels like it's some dark fantasy thing that they're trying to justify. I think that's probably a part of the appeal and why it's so popular. I don't know, I'm not gonna ever get the dark fantasy elements, and some of the people who criticize this stuff, I do agree they are too emotionally immature to be talking about this stuff and oversimplify a lot of it. Like, I've seen people saying that, like, one of the relationships in the show that is just, like, it exists to be wholesome, and the worst part is, like, when someone said, I don't want you to leave the castle after something bad to happen to him. People are saying that this is age regression.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your own body.
The Mastermind did the closest this show can do to actually redeeming the relationship, one of the characters, and the show overall. It's just in a bad direction, but recently they actually put it so that Stolas is going to be on a more even playing field, and he's going to be getting the brunt of the oppression he, willingly or not, put to others, because a lot of people try to defend him due to his ignorance of lower classes. You know what? Maybe you guys are right, because he's about to feel that firsthand. And if they do keep up with that, that might be the only way to really salvage him as a character at this point, because I tried making him go from a problematic yet complicated character to the victim of everything, who, of course, playfully misinterpreted that my little impish plaything who only has a job because I allow him to, because he gives me the gawk gawk squawk squawk every month. Yeah. I mean, it's like an obvious problem, and it's one that's been debated for so many years at this point. And honestly, that's the most important part about this episode. Not only is it the best episode of season 2, in part because of this decision, but also because Can we please shut up about this already? Oh my god. Wow, what the Sigma balls? That was only 5 minutes. I need to get to that 8-minute mark, though. I guess I'll be the Wholesome 100 guy and use this opportunity to praise other people's works. Aha. Let's look through my server. Okay, this guy, Lucamations. Yeah, he's improving. That's cool. Look at this. It looks like a Simpsons couch gag. Let's hear the audio. We all make mistakes, and breathing is one of mine. Okay, that's clearly not 8 minutes. We still gotta keep looking on my server. This guy's been persistent. You might know Alex Henderson Animation from his Donkey Kong animation collaborations and reanimations of some older videos, as well as his Pirate Party time. They kind of all had a bit of a swashbuckling theme going on. But one thing notable is, like, I mean, it's rare enough to have animation quality of a TV show, but this guy, it looks like a movie. I'm sorry, it looks like a movie. It looks fantastic. But the lighting, the complex characters all being fluid, all the moving parts, and also the cinematography, or the fake cinematography, since there is no cinema in animation. It all flowing together, the transitions. It's just absolutely fantastic looking. It is majestic, alright, my god. Interestingly, the art style is a little bit different. Not terribly different. It is a little bit different, though, for the series he's making. That's actually a full 13-minute long episode. That's like this bird and a rhino guy. First of all, a rhino furry, really? You stole my idea? Ahem, my original character right here. Anyways, so he's ratatouilleing his ass to go through the map in this little cavern, so it's not like a swashbuckling, but there's, you know, some fun adventure here and there. One thing interesting about the art style is it kind of looks a bit more like a mixture of Whack Fu and Ralph Bakshi, which is a very strange combination. I never thought I'd make that sentence ever, and you know, it's very interesting. The plot, it's pretty good, and the characters are reasonably well defined. Like, it's a pilot though, so there isn't too much to say plot wise. It gets the job done. It actually gets a lot of the job done. One thing I'm a bit more impressed is, like, they actually got a lot of adventuring done throughout the entire pilot. That audio mixing, the music is sometimes way too loud compared to the audio, which is a mistake I make, so funny hypocrite again, but still. The comedy's okay. It's not my cup of tea. It's a little standard, and that is until it gets really creative by playing with the premise. But once again, it just looks really good. And the adventure, it feels really good. It feels really fun in general. And the premise, not going to talk too much more about. The premise leads a lot of plot potential as well. So if you want to support animation, go sub to Alex Henderson or Allocations. Yeah! And also, if you want to self-promote your thingamajigs, if you want a little platform to talk about your stuff, who knows, who cares, you can join the Discord, and it's definitely not being plunged through hell. Hope you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.